here, Me Podcast You Listen, special edition of Wrestling with our special guest today. Me and MC are here with Rock. The Rock is here today.
Hello, listeners.
Hello,
Rock.
Little listeners. Rock, you are listening. You are on the most wanted podcast with 5 people. So
we have the highest ratings among our 5 listeners.
as we listen to Pro Wrestling Nintendo style. I don't know if anybody ever played that back in the day, but I did. That was my first game ever on my first Nintendo. I see people playing these Nintendo games now online, and they're playing like Knockout, Pro Wrestling, baseball. I didn't know they had that Nintendo game for sale. I don't know if you guys have seen that. It's like a little teeny one.
Wait, is that all one game? Knockout Pro Wrestling Baseball? Is that the
Knockout? No, Knockouts. Don't you remember Knockout with Glass Joe?
Oh yeah, of
yeah,
course.
So
yeah.
Knockout,
punch out, right?
Punch out. Okay, all right, calm down, fucking gamers. And then they had baseball. I don't know if you guys ever played the baseball game, but it was terrible.
Baseball was
regular Nintendo one or the RBI or whatever.
Yeah, RBI. And then they have football. I thought it was football. Was it the 10-yard fight? What was football for Nintendo? 10-yard fight?
Tecmo Bowl was my game.
Oh, that's right. It was Tecmo Bowl. 10-yard fight was Atari.
Tecmo Bowl. That's it. Yeah, that was a good one.
That's all you needed was Bo Jackson. You could run the shit out of everybody.
When I got that retro system, dude, they had apparently on the emulators they do updated rosters with Tecmo Bowl. It's fun as shit, dude. It's hysterical.
What's the updated roster, like today's players?
Well, somebody will do an updated roster every year. The last one I had, because I got this retro thing a couple years back, I think it sucked because it was right before the Bears had that really good season, but it was the double doink season. But it was just cool to see those players in the game, you know. But that would have been what, 2016 probably roster, I think.
That's when the Bears were really good. 2016.
No, 17 is when I think they had the decent. Well, no, that was last year.
They shanked the kick to miss the playoffs.
Yeah, that would have been that was double doink game, they call it. Double doink.
That really bothers Rocky.
Cool,
that really bothers MC when you talk about that kicker missing that fucking field goal. It just, because then he goes into Robbie Gold and goddamn got rid of him. You fucking dicks.
Oh, PTSD, my friend, PTSD.
Well, yeah, of course. And kid messes up, man. I get it. Makes you mad.
It happens. But yeah, no, it was. Yeah, that's fun. If you ever see that online, and you're able to play with like maybe the new Raiders. I mean, although you had Bo Jackson, I think, in the original, right?
Yeah, there's nothing better than Bo Jackson. There's no new Raiders.
Fucker was fast, and he fucking could shake any tackle in that game.
And now he teaches aerobics.
The new Raiders Stadium in Las Vegas is looking sweet.
It is. It's going to be awesome when they only allow like half the population to go in there because of the coronavirus. They'll be like, we could hold 50,000 people, but we're only going to have 25,000 in here. Everybody's got to sit 6 feet apart, and the new tackling is going to be like you have to run up and poke them with a stick that's 6 feet long. So that's how you tackle people.
Grab his flag.
Flag football with grabbers. Yeah.
With cherry pickers.
So this is the Pro Wrestling edition. MC's been waiting for this, Rocky. He just loves to talk pro wrestling. And the one thing I saw before we got on the air, you were talking about everybody chiming in about you said about the wrestling and today's wrestling. One thing I did see that was made news is that Roman Reigns is not going to wrestle in Wrestlemania because of his current health condition. Because he's, I don't blame him. Fuck, man, you just got off cancer, and then you're going to go in there, and I wouldn't risk it.
I mean, even though he's only going to have a 2-minute match tops, I still wouldn't risk it. So. Good for him.
Well,
Good for him.
Now I guess apparently the room has not been confirmed because WrestleMania has been taped, but as we're recording, it's been taped, so it's definitely done. It's just we won't see it till next weekend or whenever this airs, might be in a day or two, whatever this drops. But basically, the rumor is that Goldberg is now facing Braun Strowman at WrestleMania.
Yes.
So when you say it's been taped already, so it's already done. So when you think it's gonna leak out and they're gonna tell you who wins?
Well, I don't know. That's a good question because there wasn't too many people in the building. But apparently, the updated card, I believe I sent it to you guys too before we went on the air. The updated card, that's pretty much almost, it's highly rumored that those are what was taped. Like they confirmed, whoever had the sources, they confirmed that those matches did go on despite, the rumors are, like Miz got sick, so he's in quarantine. So basically John Morrison is defending the tag team titles, one guy against two teams, in a three-way match, which is kind of weird. But
did you just say the Miz got sick? Did he really get the coronavirus, or are they doing it as an angle?
I don't know if he's got coronavirus. I mean, apparently anybody sick with over a certain temperature, they wouldn't let in the building. There were people that said they were sick, so they didn't have to fly, whether they were truly sick or not. They didn't have to go there. Roman Reigns was one of them. I mean, and like you said, I can't blame him with leukemia and weakened immune system. So, yeah, pretty much I think some people who, if they didn't want to do it, they didn't have to, so to speak. I mean, AEW also had a very similar policy in place where nobody wouldn't be held against anybody if they didn't want to participate, basically.
Well, I watched some of these matches where they have nobody in the audience. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about that? Do you think
it's so weird, like, especially being in the business. I mean, this is a business.
Here's one with Sasha Banks.
Here's one. Center for NXT. Thanks for being here. It's my pleasure to see WWE does in a completely different way. But
don't you think they should pump audience noise or something into this?
Yeah.
Definitely. We decided to kick off the show because, we are the best and we back down, right? You see, it doesn't matter if
it's just fucking weird. You think people are like, and they're looking at and they're looking into the audience right now, and there's no one. They're talking to the crowd.
Where's Paige?
I'd just be yelling at Michael Cole because he's announcing right in the same room, basically, that's your empty room promos you're doing or matches.
Yeah,
I would just hear Michael Cole's voice. I'd probably start yelling at him.
This reminds you of wrestling practice.
You don't have that feeling. There's a completely different performance level that's going to take place. Eyes on others to do it. Quick tags made between Nikki Cross and Boogie Warriors from over on Monday Night Raw. Of course, the tag team title.
Don't you think they should just pump some crowd noise, like just do fucking something to make it sound.
Oh yeah!
If you're gonna watch this on and you're gonna watch this on TV, it's got to be like something more exciting.
So let me just say this: wrestling. I've wrestled a non-audience match. I've wrestled an empty arena match before, and
on purpose, or no one bought tickets.
Well, it was a pre-taped thing. Let's put it that way. It's actually on YouTube. Ramrock versus Mario Banks. Look it up.
All right, I'm going to.
They this business is based on feeding off the crowd. I mean, that's pro wrestling psychology 101. Is you listen to the crowd, you listen to what they're into, and if they're not into what you're doing out there, you change gears. So without a crowd, this completely changes the psychology of the entire business, and it's fucking weird. Pardon my language.
I don't.
Well, you wrestle. Looks like you're wrestling in a fitness center.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was the
performance center.
Yeah, that was the Fit Pit.
Give me this match tonight. Give me my shot. Mario Banks, I tell you, my shot. It hates me to do this, as I think that the man deserves a punishment. But I will allow the Ramrock to wrestle you in this first round matchup tonight. Under the stipulation that I will be the guest referee because I want to maintain order down the middle. Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Yes!
You hear the crowd?
Well,
Oh, there's the video.
when the match starts, they actually do pipe in crowd noises, and it helps tremendously.
They piped it in while you're wrestling?
Yeah, in the match.
Look at this shit.
GQ Money calling me up saying he had a guest referee. Oh, there you see the power of the Ramrock. Shoulders, kicks. GQ Money calling the count. Telling Ramrock not to touch him. Ramrock just not listening.
Ramrock looking like a baby in this picture.
Ramrock learning from his trainer.
Oh, big slap to the chest, you bitch. He's going to throw him across the ring. A little whip. Mario's up in the corner. Ooh! Mario does an eye rake, smacking him down to the ground. Now listen to the fake applaud from the crowd.
Yeah. You like that?
That was good.
Yeah. It makes it a little easier to watch, doesn't it?
Other than the audience members are a bunch of weight room machines and dumbbell racks and stuff. This makes this... It just looks fun. It looks funny. They're wrestling in the gym. Mark kind of reminds me of you and your wrestling ring and the black plastic around there to hide the wall.
Or failed attempt at the underground with the exact stuff.
Filming from the roof.
Filming from the roof with the angle down into the ring. Yeah.
It's really tough working in an empty building without a crowd to feed off of. I mean, that's what you're trained. That's what your training teaches you. You listen to the crowd, and without a crowd to listen to, it's weird.
My question for you, Rock, is: do you feel like they shouldn't even be doing these? Do you feel like that they should just be entering like promos and maybe old matches and stuff too? Because I feel like that they should have just given wrestling its first off season, freeze the storylines. Ryback has said this on a lot of his podcast stuff, and I 100% agree. And then just resume right. When it's safe to do these events again, like Edge's return should not be in an empty arena brawl with Last Man Standing with Randy Orton. I don't care how content starved the people might be for this. That's same thing with Drew. Like, I don't even want to see Drew win the title from Brock Lesnar because it's not going to mean anything with nobody there.
Right. And I can see where you're coming from on that. And every other sport has canceled, right? I mean, there's no NFL's down, NBA's down. Wrestling should have done the same thing.
Yeah, but the wrestling's like acting, man. They got all that.
Yeah.
They could, the TV shows didn't stop, and
is UFC still going?
Yeah, the UFC just announced today that they're still going to run their April 18th main event in, I think, Louisiana.
Okay.
And everybody's like, fuck you. And he's like, I'm doing it. And they're like, you are stupid. So I don't know. I don't know if the right answer is to totally quarantine the shit out of everything and possibility. And I mean, if you're doing what you need to do to keep people safe, people gotta continue their lives, man. And I get it. I'm wondering what the state of affairs of any type of entertainment, comedy, music, wrestling, you name it, movie theaters is going to be like, because people are going to be at this point afraid to sit next to people until they know for sure there's like no cases.
I mean, gig work is what's going to suffer the most, and wrestling is right up there. I mean, there's a lot of indie guys who are suffering because of this, because all their gigs have been canceled. And it's musicians, it's wrestling, it's comedy shows.
You're not going to get these guys that are getting paid based on being on an appearance are getting paid for their big events. That's going to suck. But wrestling's going to make their money because they got TV outlets. So they're going to have to do what other people are doing. They're going to have to film their shit, and hopefully people pay to watch it. And I think WWE is going to make their money still because people are going to pay to watch it. And I think they're giving away their thing this month. They're giving away their WWE network for 1 month during this time for people to get on. And it's just a selling point for them to just to get everybody's credit cards on file. So when they forget to cancel, they got a massive amount of money for 1 week.
There you go. Yeah. I mean, smart. But to answer your question there, MC, do I think wrestling should be canceled?